Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance, and this battle has started rather promptly, and it is an encounter battle. So we haven't had any delay to fill you in on details, but it's a GW Tiger. This is the Tier 9 German SPG, and we're located on the north spawn of Steps Encounter. And the name of the commander is ashrmvb. And he's got some targets to fire at straight away. He's almost loaded. He's loaded. Round out. And he's got a 35-second reload. So there's going to be some long gaps in between shots. Now, what can I tell you about the GW Tiger? Well, they did actually exist. They were being developed at the time towards the end of the Second World War. And you see that big round plate on the back of the vehicle? Well, that was so that the gun could be dismounted from the vehicle and used as a fixed emplacement. And it looks like he's going to go after that Scorpion G hiding behind the rock. And it went straight past the rock, landed on the ground near the Scorpion, and it looks like it did stun the Scorpion. There's the Scorpion. Oh, actually, no, he's not exhibiting any stun at all. But I think Ash is going to go after that E75, which is more in the open, and he has actually already suffered some damage near the gun mount bit. Okay, he's lining him up for a shot, working out where he's going to be, and round out. Direct hit, 364 hit points. Good strike, right on the front plate. You can see it's on the upper plate. And it did penetrate. Managed to get 364 from one shot. Now his teammate's in the Su-14-2. That's the Tier 8 Soviet SPG, but he's just behind him whilst Ash is sitting on top of the railway line. It's a bit of an open position, really. But he does have a lot of teammates near him. Round out. Oh, big! See that big wave created by the round landing in the water? That's a really good effect. New since version 1. He's having a quick look to see if he can give some assistance over near the cap. And there's a Jagdtiger there in a rather stationary position on that corner. So he can do a lot of help by putting a round in there. There's also an MX-1390. He's getting a request for fire on that vehicle. But I think he's going to go for the Jagdtiger first. It's side on to him, so the armour's very light. Should be able to do a lot of damage. He rounds out. And it lands right in front of the Jagdtiger. It was a pity because the Jagdtiger pulled back just at the right moment to avoid the shell hitting the side of his vehicle. But he didn't know that. It did track the Jagdtiger as well. That was 341 hit points, but he'd need another 3 shots to take it out altogether. And it's now being targeted. He's been joined by that M103, and if they form a line, that makes it a lot easier to hit more than one vehicle at once. Rounds out. Think he'll hit one of them. Oh, he splashed both of them. 230 hit points off the M103, and the Jagdtiger's been taken out, and the M103. So he was a real assistance there, because both those tanks were disabled at a critical moment when his guys were able to go in and finish them off. Okay, E75 using the rocks for cover. The Samua's around the other side. He's difficult to hit, and so's the Oho. He's behind the back load, but the E75's been taken out. That puts the enemy on the back foot now. You can see the Oho's already been hit on the front plate. Round out. Oh, and he's been hit again. That was successful. 421 hit points there. I think Ash doesn't really care that he's in an exposed position. The worry, of course, is you get someone at the back chat 12 ton who locates him, sees him visually if he gets close enough. And then, of course, the enemy Arty would try to counter him. Well, there's the enemy AMX 1390. He's loaded now. Okay, he's lining up his shots. Difficult to hit lights on the move. And that one does do 164 hit points of splash. Light tanks do have lighter armor, so you can do more damage to them, but they're difficult to hit because they move so quickly. And that Oho knows he's safe while he stays behind those rocks. At least he's safe from Arty fire. He may not be safe from somebody else shooting at him. Now it appears they have the cap and they are capping. But of course this is an encounter battle, so it will take a lot longer. Their Udes is moving away. He might realise that he's been spotted. And the round goes in, hits the rock face, so it does no damage whatsoever. I think I'd be more worried about that T-54, the one he's looking at now, the first proto. The reason is they're quite fast mediums. They can do a lot of damage. And he could get a reset very easy. I think that's where the Udes is headed right now. He's going to try to get to the cap to get a reset. Oh, and the first prototype is taken out, but he's taken out by the Su-14-2 behind Ash. T-34 loaded. Round out. Looks like good. Well, I suspect that did splash that T-34 as he was going up the rise. Right, the Samur SM has been joined the Oho. We've lost sight of the T-34 and the Udes because there's nobody nearby spotting them. And the Striv and the Wizzy 120 are halfway through the cap. And the problem is now that Udes and T-34 are going to turn up here any second now. And when they do, Ash is probably the only one who's going to be able to land shells into them without them risking losing their cap points. And from the sound of it, there's the AMX 1390. He fires around in anticipation. Oh my god, what a shot! He took out that AMX 1390 going full speed, and he aimed precisely where it was going to go. That was absolutely fabulous estimation of where the enemy was going to be. And there's Udes. And the problem now is he is in the reload. Mind you, his guys in the cap managed to get a shot into that Udes as he was coming down that slope, but he's gone into siege mode now. He has been stunned, and he's retreating to get to a better position. That shot on the 1390 was pure brilliance there. And there's the T-34, and unfortunately they've got a reset. And there's the Samur. He's come over as well from the other side. Ow! He splashed the Samur! 283 hit points, and he stunned the T-34 in the same time. That brings his kills up to 2. Almost ready with the reload, but the trouble is that T-34 is getting good shots in all the time. And unfortunately they've just lost the Wizzy 120. It's taken out by the Udes. Oh, and that kills the T-34. That's his third kill. 337 hit points. As the T-34 pulled forward, he fired the round in, and it worked. Connected with the vehicle and took him out. So we've got the Oho, we've got a tank destroyer, which is the Udes, and we've got 2 Arty that still haven't been found. One of those is a GW Tiger, the other is a Lorraine 155-51. Okay, he's going to change position. They're moving closer to make it easier to get a hit. No, I think that Su-14-1-2 is actually hiding behind there to avoid counter Arty fire, because is that a mistake in the map there? Very weird. Anyway, yes, he's trying to avoid counter Arty fire because he was stunned. Ash is moving forward again because the enemy Oho has been taken out by the T-95, and his next job is to effectively clear a path for the T-95. Hopefully the Su-14-2 will come out from his hiding place and assist. There's Udes. Oh, and the Udes ally has been lost in battle. That smacks to me that he find his gun against the rock base. Oh my god, what a shotgun! That was an incredible shotgun! A snapshot, and he just took out the Udes, which was the most dangerous opponent they were facing. What a shot! That was brilliant. I'm very disappointed that the Su-14-2 killed himself by firing against the wall. Unfortunately, the GW Tiger has only got 1 round of ammunition left. In all this excitement, I forgot to watch my ammo count, and yep, I can see he's got 1 round left, and it's a premium round. And when that strike came in from the Lorraine 15551, he had to use his toolkit to repair himself. He lost 287 hit points, so he's down to about half his health, 42% actually. But he's got 1 round left. The T-95 is stuck in the southwest corner of the map at the moment. We don't know where the Lorraine 15551 is. And it appears that the GW Tiger is going to have to go to the cap. It's a bit of an open area there. The Lorraine 15551 is actually quite a fast Arty, so it is a bit dangerous going out in the open. A fast Arty can reposition to take you out a lot easier than something slow like this. GW Tiger has either a 17cm gun or a 21cm gun, whereas the 15550 has actually got, 51 rather, has actually got a 155mm. Yeah, the top speed on the 15551 is actually 60 kilometers an hour, so you can see it's quite a bit faster. You really ought to be careful about knocking trees down as well, because the Lorraine might be looking for something like that to give indication as to where he is. It's a bit difficult not to do that though when you're actually driving something so big, slow and cumbersome with a very poor turn circle. He's not going to stay in the cap. He is going around the cap and he's coming back towards the enemy area. I think he's guessing that the Lorraine is still in the enemy spawn area, and the T-95 is coming up on that right now. So the T-95 might spot the Lorraine before Ash does. He's going up onto this hill here. He's going to use that as a firing position. That was the 2-minute warning, by the way. Now from here he might be able to see the enemy if they happen to be down in the southeast corner. No. Well, we'll find out very shortly if he is, because when he goes over this rise, if the enemy is there, he'll become immediately visible. Now remember, if you're going to shotgun, hold your cool. Don't fire off too prematurely. Nobody in the southeast corner. That could mean he's on the... Oh, there he is! Well, he is using his speed to get around. Now, coolly, calmly, aim. Oh, what a shot! Again, he demonstrates his snapshot skills. And he takes out that Lorraine 15551 with his last round of ammo. And you all know what that means. Take out the last enemy to win the battle with your last round of ammo. And you pick up... Yes, you pick up a Fadin's medal. He managed to get an ace tanker in the GW Tiger ashrmvb. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 22 in that battle, 22. He got 6 hits alone, 6 critical hits alone off the AMX 1390, that light tank that he took out, who was travelling at speed near the enemy cap. That's incredible, that was. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually got 5. He got a Fadin's medal for taking out the last enemy with the last round of ammo in his magazine. He got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks taken out by other members of his team. And he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And just look at that list of enemies hit. That's superb. Very well played. Okay, let's have a look at the team score. Highest amount of damage, 3,948 hit points. Highest number of kills, 5, better than on the enemy team. And the highest base XP, 1,194. So he tops the table on all 3 parameters. He fired 15 rounds. He got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, 11 splash. Did damage of 3,948 hit points, of which 3,340 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the snapshot that he tried on the enemy Arty and the Udes were a lot closer than that. He received 1 hit as a result of splash damage. But he also managed to damage 11 of the enemy. That's more than 2/3 of the enemy team. And he killed 5 of them, which is 1/3 of the enemy team. He did damage assistance of 204 hit points and stun assistance of 1,188 hit points off 12 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 55,716 credits. But his repairs were 8,500 and his resupply of ammunition was 60,800 because he did use a lot of premium. And therefore, after consumables, he actually suffered a loss of 33,600 credits. He earned 1,791 XP, and it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he took away 3,582 XP altogether. But I think, even though he suffered a loss in credits, it's a fantastic result, because look at Ace Tanker, Fadin's, Confederate and High Calibre. What more could you ask for other than the Bradley Walters or something else, or a Kolobanov? No, I think that's going a bit too far. This was a great result for a GW Tiger, and congratulations to Ash for playing it so well, especially that last shot on the move, and Arty on the move at full speed, and it was a Lorraine 15551, and as I said, they do 60 kilometers an hour forward speed, and he was rushing to try and get to that T95 to try and shoot him, but he lined the shot up and shotgunned him perfectly. So brilliant battle. Thank you very much indeed for submitting this replay to What Replays so we can look at it. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.